The big thing I think with a lot of this is we are really quite at the beginning of this. We want it to be as customizable as possible in almost every way we can within certain limits. I mean, we can't have 80 million individual heads, etc., etc. But we do want it to make it so it's completely customizable and completely unique to your character and what you bring with the world. And remember, this is just the beginning of where it's going. So we have this roadmap, but this roadmap is literally just the beginning of where it's going to go.
The general idea is that there would be kind of like we would allocate kind of all the traits a certain quantity, and then it would be broken up by base mesh, and then those base meshes would be across the three eras we mapped out. And then on top of that, you'd be able to accessorize your avatar. And then there would be certain quantities based on certain things you can select. And the other idea we've been talking about is potentially doing a tiered mint. So those who have the kind of most extensive rewards would have the chance to mint first, therefore being able to get access to the lower quantity items. And then the additional tiers would update after a certain time duration, and those mint passes would be prioritized. So that's kind of the main basis right now. A few things which we're still talking through, which I think would be great to get the community's feedback on, are one, really like, do the avatars, are you actually able to upgrade the metadata so that you can add new items and bring in items from different collections in the future if we're launching more cyberware collections or accessories or in-game items? Are you actually able to update those on chain? So that's kind of a live discussion I've been seeing on crypto Twitter, and then obviously in the Wilder community. And then the second being that, what's the extent that you can update or modify those things to? I guess how much the actual base mesh gets tied in with the accessories on top of it, and then what's the variability in updating those, or is the metadata kind of like frozen and you can equip those in-game but your NFT stays the same? So yeah, the goal is to definitely have a public sale of sorts. I think, again, this is something we're going to work with the community on. But as of right now, we have the Trinity holders, which are kind of like the most hardcore collectors, if you will. So definitely making sure that the Trinity holders are taken care of is the main thing, but also extending the community. And it looks like that the Trinity holders would take up potentially about 40% of the supply. So really the remaining supply is up for discussion if some percentage of those are accessible to current holders, or is that fully open up to public, or is there some type of split that we're figuring out? But the goal is to definitely have a public sale and grow the community.